Meowdy Earthlings, welcome back to another video. How have you guys been? If you guys are new here, my name is Jaleen, aka the Space Mama, and welcome to this pick a card reading. If you've been here before, thank you so much for continuously supporting me and joining me on this reading. Thank you to everyone here who chose me to be their reader today, and hopefully you enjoy the video. Before I get into anything today, I wanted to share something with you guys. If you guys don't follow me on my social medias already, then you might not know that Sage has passed away. If you guys have been OGs and have been here with me from the start, then you guys were here on the journey of, you know, me adopting Sage, and Sage was always like running around. He's even knocked over my camera in one of my videos, and he always loves to butt in. So yes, unfortunately he has passed. I was grieving a lot these past couple of days, and something that I know is that he would want me to keep going, and he would want me to do something that makes me happy. So reading tarot makes me happy. I already feel a little bit better just being on here. So yeah, he's not going to be with us anymore, but I know he's going to be with me and with us during these readings because he's super protective. He always watches over me, and who knows, he's probably staring at me right now because he loves to stare at me from across the room. I swear to God, he probably has Scorpio vibes, but I'm not sure. I did adopt him during Scorpio season, so I don't know if that kind of like, you know, he was actually born like, he's actually a Libra, I would like to think, but there's like Scorpio placements in that person, in that cute little fur baby. I swear to God, just stares nonstop. So yeah, very protective of me, and I know that he's doing the same thing, just on the other side. So that makes me feel a little bit better, and I don't feel as sad that he's gone in the physical. So that's kind of where I've been. I've just been processing what's happened to him. He did die from an undetected like condition. So that's kind of why he died at a young age, and he died very, very suddenly. But I was with him throughout the whole thing, so he was not alone when he died. And at least he wasn't alone. At least he was with me. So yeah, those are the announcements. So today's question is, what do they think of me, or how do they perceive me? You can do it for anybody. It's not really specific towards romantic. It's going to be very general. I'm not getting into romantic. I'm just getting to how you're being perceived by a certain person. But I'm pretty sure it still would work for someone that you like or have a crush on or whatever. So any type of connection, hopefully it resonates, and here are the piles. Alright you guys, so these are your piles for today. Please remember to only take what resonates and leave what doesn't, because this is a collective reading and there are multiple energies going in per pile. If none of these messages resonate with you, then I do hope you find the right reader and the right messages you are looking for, and I wish you a really great day. So if you want me to talk about the crystals, this is clear quartz, what I believe to be green aventurine, sunstone, aura quartz, or angel quartz, aura quartz, amethyst, fire agate. So those are your options. If you need a little bit more time, you can go ahead and pause this video now, but I'm going to go ahead and get started. Meowdy option number 1, if you chose the clear quartz, then this is how you are perceived by the person you are asking about. So with the mouse here, the mouse is the element of earth, so you could be a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. But the mouse spirit kind of, they're very detail oriented, they're kind of nitpicky sometimes, they have a lot of wonderful ideas. Those are what the little dots are kind of representing, their ideas and their organization. So you could just be about the details and needing to prepare and needing to, maybe you might have a lot of anxiety or kind of overthink. This person perceives you to have a lot of that maybe. Maybe that's why you have the clear quartz here. The clear quartz energy. It's really good for cleansing all the chakras. It's really good for achieving higher levels of consciousness. I don't know if you're psychic yourself and there's a lot of things that you hear or know, a lot of ideas that pass through your head. Maybe you need a little bit of grounding sometimes. But I'm getting overall that you are just a really organized person. And you pay attention. You're very observant of like the small things, which isn't always a bad thing, you know? So let's find out a little bit more through tarot about how this person thinks of you. How does option number 1 being viewed by the person they're asking about? How is mouse being perceived by the person they're asking about? So you have the King of Swords, the 3 of Pentacles, the Hierophant reversed, and the 7 of Cups. On the bottom of this deck, you have the Knight of Cups. Okay. So what I'm getting here is that with the Hierophant being in the middle, in reversed, you have an untraditional way of either looking at things or seeing things. The Hierophant in the upright is someone who's about their morals, someone who's about tradition, and I feel that maybe you kind of think outside of the box, and there's like a box here too. So with the King of Swords, that makes you fairly objective. I think this is where your observation skills come in, and I think that your thoughts are very transformative. You have these like butterflies flying around, and then you have these little things floating around. So I think those that kind of correlate together. You have really, really great ideas, and you prepare and you think logically, and I think that okay. So this person perceives you as someone who is more about their emotions and more about their thought rather than the sense of grounding. I told you that you need more grounding if you are usually an anxious person. What that means is that, you know, you connect to the earth, so you feel less worried, facing your fears. The root chakra is blocked by that. So it is telling me that there are parts of you that may lack some grounding in the physical world. It seems that you could be very dreamy or in your head a lot with the Knight of Cups too and the King of Swords. Like, yeah, you just have this daydreamy kind of energy. The 7 of Cups is also about fantasies or your manifestations coming to life or decisions to be made. So I think you have a lot of ideas that transform into the 3D, like you manifest things. I think that's where the dreaminess comes in too. Like you dream about the things that you want and they possibly manifest in the future. As a 7 of Cups, you know, you have options eventually. And I think that you have untraditional ways of achieving those things, but it's all out of like compassion and love, like out of creativity. So that's really how you're being perceived by this person. So let's find out a little bit more through tarot how this person feels about you. You have the King. And the light attribute, enlightened, benevolent, leadership, benefiting those in your charge. Shadow attribute, excessive feelings of entitlement, rulership without restraint. You have time to decide. You have healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. You have the book, clarified by the fish. And then you also have Venus. So I'm going to go on with this, and then we're going to go on with this later. All right, so with the king here, I think a lot of people look up to you with the Hierophant, even though it's reversed. You know, I think that you do have a lot of the answers, or a lot of people go to you. But the king, yeah, I think that you are fairly enlightened with the Hierophant here. I don't think that you have any manipulative tendencies here. You're doing things out of love. You have Venus here. So Venus is rules Taurus, and it rules Libra, but that planet has to do with love and relationships and connections, the way that you love people, like your love language. So I think that, you know, you benefit people a lot. And I think that a lot of people look up to you because you are so loving. And I think that you're able to make these very decisive decisions because of your open-mindedness. You know, even though there maybe are a lot of options, there's a lot of things that you need to figure out. You end up figuring it out and following your intuition, yourself, what you've learned throughout your life. And I think that you're generally just a very forgiving person. You could just also be very family oriented. You're very worried about your connections in your life. I think that connects with the Venus energy as well, because that doesn't necessarily have to be about like just romantic love. It could also be about self-love. It could also be about loving other people unconditionally. So, it's also talking about like luxury here. So you could be you have a really great aesthetic. Maybe you dress up really nice. You know, you have like kind of this lush energy. What do you call this? Because you have the king here, and then you have Venus, and both the commonality in those things is that they're really into like luxury and things that are nice. You're very prosperous towards this person with the fish being here, and I think that you're very humble and down to earth about it because you have the book here. So I don't think that you're necessarily flaunting it on social media. I don't think that you know, you're telling a lot of people about what's going on with you. You're very to yourself is what I'm getting. And maybe you keep your thoughts to yourself, your ideas to yourself, but you know, you always seem to be on the move. So your song here is Amber by 311. This song is really great because it kind of reminds me of the fact that you have this glow. That's kind of like the song. What the song talks about to me is that someone has this glow and you have a really, really great energy, and I think you kind of radiate that, you know. I think that everyone is affected by the decisions that you make because they are so great. I think that you are just helpful, you know, you're there for other people, and I think that you're just very wise, and I think that energy that you have within, it kind of exudes out. So that's kind of where you're at, and that's kind of how you're perceived. You have a great aura, you have a great vibe. You have parting of the ways of either romance or business. So this could have been a person that you broke up with, someone that you're not friends with anymore, someone you've lost contact with. This person might be heartbroken about it because they seem to be really committed to you. I think they are broken about it because of how well you keep in touch with these relationships. Maybe this was a serious commitment. There was a commitment or marriage that didn't go well with the Hierophant reversed. But like I said, this is for anybody. So this is just in general someone you're not with anymore. You guys bring out the worst and the best in each other. And I think that you might challenge this person and they might challenge you as well. Time to go out and have fun. Yeah, they think that you're very fun. I told you that you have something about your energy, your Venusian kind of energy where you attract, where you're flirty, where you're fun, and you're making really great connections with people out there. This could be a younger man, or that you are a younger man, you identify as that. But if not, if there's no genders here, this is just a young energy, someone who is lively, someone who is fun. That's how you're being perceived right now. So I'm going to go ahead and pull out some charms for you guys. Okay, so how is option number 1? Reading.
A reading.
Good night. Okay, what else? How are they being perceived? Oh, wow. You guys got that twice. How are they? All right. So you have Gemini energy here. You have intelligence. This person perceives you as intelligent, friendly. We were talking about that, right? And then you have trustworthy. So you have the same energies coming out, the Hierophant here with the Taurus. You even have Venus. Do we have any Gemini here? No, but you have the Knight of Cups twice, BT dubs. So I think that you're very romantic, that you're very emotional. I think that you're very in touch with that, or they think so. Maybe that's why it's so easy for people to be around you, or maybe that's why you're so trustworthy and friendly. You know, you're willing to extend your cup out. You have this stocking here. So maybe you're a really great gift giver, or you know, you're really good at keeping people together. I think that you brought this person into a new cycle into their life, or there's always something new happening with you. You're entering something new always. You're always on the move. That makes a lot of sense with the Knights. Like, you're always onto something, and I was already getting that with the many, many ideas that come to your mind. You have the Star here, so this just goes around to like the intuition, being inspired, having hope. The Butterfly transitions. I was talking about your wonderful transformative ideas. You have Snoopy here, who is also very, very friendly and creative and imaginative. You're the type of person to see things from a different perspective with the helicopter here, and I think that you pick things up fairly quickly. You can be very cold too. I think that comes in with the King of Swords, and you have a snowflake here, or wintertime is just fairly specific. So maybe you have a winter birthday. You have a whale here, so you maybe like aquatic animals, or you're fairly encouraging. You're very family oriented with the elephant here. And I think that you have very bright ideas once again. Oh, sorry. With the eagle here. So yeah, that's kind of how they're perceiving you. You're kind of like a very exciting person to be around. And you're a really good friend, and I think that you have a lot of answers. I think you take care of people a lot. I think that, you know, you motivate other people, or you're there for other people. You extend that cup to other people. And even though that you're, I don't know, maybe you have a lot of money, or it comes off that way, you know, you don't let it get to your head. You're very down to earth and humble about it, okay? So yeah, that is how you're perceived, option number 1. Hopefully this made sense and it resonated with you. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you liked your reading. If you comment down below, subscribe to my channel, or like this video, I thank you so much for the support, and I wish you a really great day. I'm moving on to the next pile. Meowdy option 2s, if you chose this option or the green adventuring, then this is what your person thinks of you or how they perceive you. So how they perceive you is your main energy is the butterfly. So this is the element of air, meaning you could either be a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. Doesn't have to be, but you could have those in your chart. But the butterfly has a lot to do with compassion towards your job, towards your friends. They're about transitions and transformations as well. You know, they're able to go through that really difficult transformation of becoming caterpillar, of being a caterpillar and turning into a butterfly. I don't think a lot of people understand that the caterpillars actually secrete this fluid that create a cocoon. And in that cocoon, they are shedding, they are molting over and over again in order for them to grow these beautiful butterfly wings. So you are possibly a person that's just been through a lot, and I think that even though you've been through a lot, you try to stay positive and you try to be compassionate and loving, and you try not to have a lot of, you know, resentments in your life. You're able to keep going, you're able to move on to the next thing and to grow from the things that have shaped you or has really hurt you. And you are perceived as a very graceful individual. Could also be a really good friend. So with the tarot, I'm going to pull out a little bit more on what do they think of you. How is butterfly perceived by the person they're asking about? You have the Knight of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles reversed. Three of Cups reversed. Four of Pentacles. And the bottom of the deck, you have the Three of Wands reversed, excuse me. All right, option number 2. So how you're perceived. They perceive you to be a very predictable and stable and determined individual. Like, you are the type of person that goes very slow, but you are, you know, possibly a perfectionist, because pentacle energy is usually slow and steady meets the race. So you, even though you are slow, you are going at a pace that's right for you, and you are possibly see, when people kind of follow the motto of slow and steady meets slow and steady wins the race, you are better at detecting, like, what do you call this? Things that aren't right, or there's not a lot of room for you to mess up because you are going so slow. And I think that you're, you know, taking your time. You don't rush into things. I don't know if you're disconnected from friends right now or if you've isolated yourself, but the Three of Cups in reverse has to talk about like a discord among like a community or a friendship kind of thing. But there's definitely like this disconnect they feel with you. So this person perceives that they're disconnected from you. I'm not sure if you haven't been talking to this person. I feel like this person doesn't know a lot of things about you anymore, because the Four of Pentacles here just means keeping things close to yourself. Maybe they follow you on social media, but maybe you're not putting a lot out there. And I think it's because you are going through your own endeavors and you are minding your business. Pentacle energy is very much like that. And it seems to me like maybe Yeah, they don't really know where you're going or what you're doing right now. I'm just getting this person might just be kind of cut off from you, so they might not see you as often. I don't know if they're perceiving you from away in the past, but they definitely see that you have like kind of blossomed into this butterfly. It's like this butterfly here just popped out of its cocoon with all of like this spurting out here. So I'm getting that you possibly discorded from this person, and now they just see you on social medias, or they look at what you're doing or look at you from far away, and they don't really have as much information anymore. So they don't have a lot of things to say except for the fact that you probably have changed, and they see that through your social media. What else do we got here? We have networker, light attributes, enhances unity through sharing of information, engenders social awareness and empathy. Shadow attribute, conveys information only for personal gain, spreads fear and falsehood. This wasn't reversed, but I'm not taking any reversals today. So let me see. You have music. Your connection to music is healing yourself and others. Flirt, extend your lighthearted energy to others. Cancer, you have the Cancer card. So you could be Cancer, you could have Cancer placements as well. You have Clover, and that's being clarified by the star. And then we're going to go in with the music and the little cards later and the charms later. So what I'm getting here is that I guess you were some sort of networker, but I'm seeing this discord. So maybe they just see you on social media now, and that's why the networker's here. It seems to me that you are probably on social media a lot, but you don't share a lot about your personal information, if that makes sense. Like you are genuinely just networking. Maybe you're on YouTube, or maybe you're a blogger, or maybe you're an influencer in some case, to some extent. Maybe you're musician, or an artist of some sort. Yeah, but whatever it is, like you are connecting with other people. But I feel like you're not connecting with this person specifically. For some reason. I just feel like there's this like weird disconnect between you guys. I don't know why. But yeah, you are extending your energy to other people, networking, extending. I'm not necessarily using this as a romantic, like I said. So you are becoming this networker, and I think that this person has perceived you to be more closed off into yourself and protective of your energy here. That's what Cancer energy usually is to me. However, they're very nurturing when you get down to it, when you get through that shell. Kind of reminds me of like the butterfly and the cocoon thing. So maybe that goes again with like not knowing a lot of information about you and keeping things hidden. So maybe you only put out an extent of like whatever it is on your social media, and they can't find out a lot because you guys aren't on speaking terms, or you guys have disconnected. But they see you thriving, and they see you going out there, and they see you protecting yourself, your energy, things like that. Like you kind of have this glow up or something, because you have the Clover and the stars here. So this tells me that you've been following your intuition. That correlates with the Cancer card. They are connected with the moon. And you have the Clover here. So you are very fated. You are very guided to where you're supposed to be. It seems to me that you're having a lot of luck, or maybe you're having a lot of things come in for you because you are transforming and you are networking, and they just feel like you are kind of living this life without them, and you are going for the things that you want, and you're working hard on building your empire or starting over. So let's look at the song here. You have Temperature by Sean Paul. So maybe you're very hot to this person, or you're just very, very attractive, you know. Maybe you have this angelic kind of face to you with the Cancer card here, you know, or like big doe eyes. But yeah, like you just, I feel like you are just very exciting, because I think that because since people can't come as close as they would want. You know, you don't let a lot of people come close. You're like in your shell, you're in your cocoon. You know, you keep your cards to yourself. But you're this networker, you socialize quite a lot. Like, it makes you very hot. And I think that your attractiveness comes in very strongly because of your aura, or like just your energy, or like the kind of energy persona that you put out on social media. Muddled and unclear thinking. So this is just how they perceive you, and they think that you might have muddled and unclear thinking because maybe you don't talk about the things that are going on with you a lot. So it's like they can't really say that, or maybe they have seen you in a muddled and unclear thinking because, you know, you're probably very in your emotions as well, being the having the Cancer card here. Or maybe when you were going through these transformations and hardships, you know, you had muddled and unclear thinking, and it was difficult for you to see the light at the end of the tunnel. But it says great worry over nothing. So I think that you got out of that, most definitely. Good news. I think that a lot of good things are happening to you with the clover here. I was talking about like a lot of luck, a lot of good things. Because you're transforming, you're changing, and that just means new and better things for you. And so maybe you also have a really good listening ear. I told you that the butterfly energy is very compassionate too. So I think that, you know, a lot of people listen to you. I think you do have somewhat of an influencer energy here. But it's like, your personal life is off limits, you know what I mean? And I think that a lot of people, you are loved by a lot of people. Maybe you have fans, or maybe you just have a lot of friends. I'm getting somewhat of a popularity thing here, either through social media or just in real life, or something like that. And yeah, like I think a lot of love is revolved around you, and I think this person sees that. And I think this person might love you as well, just like in general as a person, you know? So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and pull out some charms now. All right. Oh. You have the 10 of Cups. How is butterfly perceived? Okay. How is... Oh, hey, the Cancer card has come out. You also have, okay. I think that you're very, people perceive you as very cute and cuddly here with the teddy bear. I think that you have a lot of options or ideas, or you unlock new doors for yourself. That's where the transformations come in. I think that you're very original with handmade here. You're very authentic. I don't know why I'm thinking of like that high school toy thing. You know, with the zombies or whatever. I don't know. Scare High or whatever. I don't know why that's there. You could be emo. You could have somewhat of a scene kid kind of thing, or goth thing going on. Maybe you like fantasy. The beach. I feel like you have another star symbolism here, so I feel like you are unattainable, unreachable, very unique. And I think with the cat here, you're very independent. I think that you're intuitive as well, especially with that Cancer card. I think that you have, you know, the rebirth thing is coming in frequently. And this is the Cobra here. So like both of them have to do with like rebirth and starting over. So I think that's kind of what's going on here. And then you have the 10 of Cups. So the 10 of Cups here, I think that you are very family oriented. You know, I think that you keep people together. I think that this person would want to either like reconnect with you if that's the case. It did come out in reversed, but I just took it in the upright, and that to me says that, you know, they would want to come and reconnect with you. You also have Leo energy, so you're very strong. You're very intelligent with the Gemini charm here. And the Virgo, it says practical. So you have a lot of mercurial energy here too. And with the Cancer, it says imaginative. So you have a very fantasy-like energy to you somewhat, because you have the dragon here. You could just be very powerful or very empowered too, because of how much you've gone through. But yeah, that's kind of what I'm getting with the charms here and your reading option number 2s. Hopefully this made sense and it resonated with you. If you would like to comment down below to talk about your situation, I would love to hear from you. And thank you to everyone who liked this video or subscribed to my channel. Thank you to everyone who chose me to be their reader today. I appreciate you guys. This is all I have, so I'm moving on to the next one. Hi, option number 3s. If you chose this sunstone, then this is what your person, or how your person perceives you. So you have the stingray. It's your main energy. This tells me that you have a lot of backbone. This person sees that you have that like willpower. You're willing to put your foot down. You're able to speak your truth. You're able to speak your mind without being swayed by anybody else. I think that you're also perceived as this person who's very aligned with what they need to do in their life. Like they're not, they're able to stick to their own opinions. They're able to speak up for what they think is right, you know, and they don't really follow the grain either, the stingray. So they're very stable on their own. You could be a water sign because this is the element of water, so you could be a Cancer, Scorpio, or a Pisces. But with the stingray here, it's very like kind of masculine energy where you're very empowered. Instead of being receptive, the stingray is someone who goes after the things that they want, right? So being the sunstone here, the sun is symbolic for masculine energy. And I think that with the sunstone, it's this is very connected to your sacral chakra. So this is about motivation, empowerment, you know, self-confidence, courage. So you could have a lot of that, and that's why you have such a great, you know, backbone. You're able to stick on your own without anyone else. And that's really, really great. So let's find out through tarot. Let's pull out some cards. How you are being perceived by the person you asked. The Ace of Swords, reversed. The King of Cups, reversed. The Page of Cups. The Three of Swords, and the bottom of the stack you also have the Page of Pentacles reversed. Okay, this is really interesting energy. The only card that you have in the upright is the Page of Cups. So this means that you're receptive, you're open, you're creative. So I'm going to think that this is like a split energy. So you have here on one side the Ace of Swords reversed. This kind of talks about not being able to see things clearly, not being able to possibly like solve the issue. This is about like muddled thinking. The King of Cups here has to do with in reverse being very out of touch with your emotions, that your coping mechanism is like drinking or escapism. The King of Cups also gaslights. The Three of Swords reversed here talks about coming back together and restarting again, or kind of a reunion, or trying to fix or mend a separation. And the Page of Pentacles reversed also talks about being a liar and being materialistic. This might be very specific, but I'm getting this energy of like, I don't know if you dated this person or something like that, but there was like this lack of reciprocation in your guys's connection, whatever kind of connection this was. Like, it could be friendship, it could be romantic, but I think that the reason why this is coming up is because, and you're being perceived as someone who has a backbone, is because you defended yourself. I don't think you stuck with the bullshit. Like, you knew what you wanted, and I think you stuck by that. The Page of Cups talks about being open to new creative endeavors, to new, artistic opportunities, or opportunities that would kind of give you, that are emotionally stimulating. What is this? As determined, as studious as he may seem, make no mistake, the Page is also fun and young at heart. Note the lily symbolizing the freshness and innocence of youth. He can relax and take the time to gaze deeply into the feelings and motives, or whatever it needs gazing into. The card is a sign that it's a good time to start a new creative endeavor, although it doesn't have to involve getting your head wet. Okay. I think that with your freshness and your unique way of thinking about things, I think that that's where the backbone comes from. Like, you are very unique. Like, the way that you approach things or the way that you handle things is something that is different than how other people kind of carry themselves. I'm not sure if you like try to find solutions as well. Like, you're the type to take initiative or figure things out. But yeah, I just definitely get that you defend yourself. So your other cards is visionary, light attributes, capacity to envision what is not yet conceivable to others, willingness to proclaim a vision without regard for personal gain, shadow attributes, selling insights to the highest bidder, compromising your vision to make it more acceptable. So I'm definitely getting you're this light attribute here with the visionary. Practice, polish your skills regularly. Attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. You have Leo. You have the letter, and then you have the tree. And then we're going to go with the other cards later. So you're definitely this leader type. A lot of people pay attention to you. Maybe you get a lot of attention because of how much you stand out, how unique you are. I think your ideas are very different. This is literally what I was talking about. Like, your ideas, like, it hasn't been thought of before. Maybe a lot of people look down on your ideas, but you keep going with it. Like, you're gonna go with it. You're gonna use your intuition, and you're going to, there's like a sense of stubbornness with the Leo, but it's a good kind of stubbornness, you know, like you're strong on your own. The Leo symbolizes strength, and I think that you just embody a lot of that. You have this strength to stick to your own new ideas that possibly everyone doesn't believe in. You could have this uniqueness in your style. Like it's anything, whatever it is that you practice or whatever it is that you do, it's very unique. That's just what keeps coming up. It's unique. You're unique, you know, you're different. As cliche as that sounds, I also get that you are attractive. I think that maybe there's a lot of, oh, sorry, I think I just heard some haters here. Um, I heard something about like, you know, pretty privilege, but like I doubt that. I think that you are a great manifester. You make things happen. You don't follow the crowd. And I think that they're just saying that out of jealousy because they're not sticking out in the crowd. They're just like everyone else. They're bland as shit and you're not. So you are, you know, really good with your words. You're very social here with the letter, and I think that you've learned quite a lot in your life. And you could be health focused too. You're very focused on maybe your physique or your looks, which isn't a bad thing at all. Maybe that's why you're so attractive. Maybe that's why a lot of people are jealous of you. Because you take care of your body and how you look. So you probably always look good. Maybe you have really great hair. You know, and you are very confident, so that's just another thing here. And I think your ideas come to life, and people are aware that they do come to life. You know, you're very patient. You're basically just a person who, you know, when something hasn't been thought of before, you're gonna think of that thing, and you're gonna start a whole new crowd following you. You know what I mean? You're the type of person to kind of start a movement if that's what you want to do. But yeah, so you definitely your looks aren't something that you rely on. You definitely do your work and you polish your skill. You know what the hell you're doing. You know what you're talking about. So your song here is Everywhere by Michelle Branch. I feel like there's a certain fame to you, like maybe a lot of people know you, or with Everywhere here, this is kind of a love song where, you know, it goes, "You're everywhere to me. When I close my eyes, it's you that I see." So I don't know if maybe this is a song kind of talking about your ideas, where they come from. Maybe they come from everywhere. You're inspired by everything. You're moved by everything, and you get your new ideas from just being observant and looking around you in your world. And not a lot of people can do that. You know what I mean? Like, not a lot of people are aware like that. But yeah, if this is a person that was in, like, you know, you guys had a thing, I think this person was in love with you, but I think that, you know, you put your foot down with them and it's kind of over, and now they're kind of thinking of you. If not, then a lot of people just know you. You are highly thought of. See, like, a lot of people admire you, a lot of people look up to you. You're in a lot of people's minds, pile number 3. Maybe this just isn't one person, but I feel like a lot of people might have a crush on you. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes. Yeah, you're also very intuitive. I think that's where the visionary comes from. You do have a lot of cup cards here, and you have the water with the stingray. So, yeah, you're very connected in that way. September, you could also be a Virgo or a Libra. So Virgos are very analytical, mercurial individuals, and Libras are quite the same, but they are ruled by Venus. So they're more charming, but they're also very balanced and decisive. So you could have those qualities as well, or you could have those signs in your chart. You have egg, success assured with good plans and hard work. So you are a very hardworking person, like I was saying. I was just saying that. So it's just reiterating what I was saying. Now we're going to go ahead and pull out some charms. You can go ahead and turn down your volume. right. Okay, you have Aquarius. You're perceived as friendly. You have Libra again. Charming, right? I was just saying that. And you have Aries, courageous. Yes, you do have a lot of courage. I was just talking about that with the Leo energy as well. You got double unicorn symbolism. So you're very mystical. You're very intuitive. I think you have a very alluring energy to you. You're a wizardary. You could be you could be witchy vibes here. You do have this witch looking kind of person here. You don't have to be though. But what I'm saying, you do have the moon here too, so there's like secrets, things hidden. I think you're very honest and transparent though. And I think that you don't let negative emotions clog you up. You are the type of person to speak out on them. I think you're just very powerful. I think your words are very powerful. And I think that your energy is very cleansing. With the Hamsa here, I think that you're very good vibes, if that's what you want to put it. I don't know if you like go cycling or something as a type of exercise. It could also just be that maybe you're sustainable, like you like taking bike rides to work or school or something like that because you're into the environment. I feel like you might be protective of your energy here. This is a castle and like a moat being built. I don't know why this is a charm, but that's kind of what the energy is giving me. Like this moat is being made, so you can't easily access the castle. So I think that maybe it's very hard for people to get to know you for somewhat. Like, you know, like I feel like you were misunderstood a lot too with the moon. You have the butterfly here, so you're very transformative, your ideas maybe, your feelings. You have 3 keys. This could be the fact that maybe you get a lot of opportunities, you start a lot of new projects, or these are your visionary ideas coming to life. You just put in that key and you open the door, you're like, look, I made something. I made another door for myself. And then you have this like the old-fashioned calculator thing, you know, like the little with the little beads. I don't know what it's called, but like I don't know. I mean, you use this for calculations, so I don't know if this is about career or job, like accounting or a banker or a math teacher, but there's something about math here and numbers. So maybe numerology, maybe this person, maybe you're into numerology, maybe you have mysticism in yourself, you know what I mean? So yeah, this is what I'm getting, option number 3 is hopefully you liked your reading and this made sense. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you liked your reading, please give this a thumbs up. Maybe even subscribe to my channel. I thank you so much if you do that. Thanks for choosing me to be your reader. I'll see you on the next one. Meowdy option 4 is if you chose the Aura Quartz. Or number 4, then this is how your person perceives you, or this person perceives you. Your main energy is the bat, meaning you could be an air sign, so a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, or you just have a lot of those things in your chart. But with the bat here, this is an energy of like learning how to let go. You have the moon here, so, and it looks like a full moon, and the full moon is usually about like new cycles and starting over. The bat is also really good at navigating through the darkness, so you could be really good at navigating through really dark times, knowing how to let go and knowing how to do it. There's a lot of red here, so you could be very rooted or very grounded, meaning, you know, it's not very easy for you to be movable where you are. You know, you are very stable on your own and in your mind. And with the Aura Quartz here, this talks about having better communication from above or getting like better, you know, intuitive messages. This is also about like enhancing your power. Maybe you do that through letting go, you know what I mean? So yeah, that's kind of how you are being perceived. There's a lot of oranges too, so you can have like a lot of creativity. Excuse me. You can also be very emotionally intelligent too with the moon. But yeah, I'm just really getting that you're really good at moving forward, moving on, not good at just like sticking around and whatnot. So let's find out a little bit more through tarot. How is that being perceived by the person they're asking about? So you have the Queen of Pentacles. The Knight of Swords. The Wheel of Fortune. Okay, one more. How is Beth being perceived by the person they're asking about? The Eight of Cups. Bottom of the deck, you have the Three of Wands. So, yeah, this is just kind of talking about the letting go thing once again. So you have the Wheel of Fortune right in the middle, and I think that's really great because that just means that, you know, the cycles, certain cycles haven't ended, or, you know, if things aren't turning in your favor, or things might be the wrong timing, you're able to just like walk away from this and take it how it is. You're trying to see the logics behind it. You're trying to understand it. You're not trying to victimize yourself. You're perceived as a very nurturing and stable person. Maybe you work really hard. I don't know if you're an entrepreneur, you own your own small business, or you're just very like into your career, you're into your school. With the Queen of Pentacles here, you have a lot of great ideas. I think that you stand up for what you believe in. With the Knight of Swords, you're willing to fight for what you think is right. Or I'm also getting that you just walk away from times that are tough. When things don't go right, you kind of just try to look for what else is there. Okay, this is a dead end, but there's always something else. You kind of have this positive attitude towards you, regardless if you are going through a rough time and needing to let things go or needing to move on. Yeah, and I think that maybe you have a lot of great business ideas is what I'm getting, and if those fall through, then you're just on to the next. You try not to let it hit you that hard, you know what I mean? You don't take it personally. You understand that everything is very trial and error. That's kind of how you are being perceived right now. Let's find out what else. You have Addict, helps you recognize and confront addictive behavior. Compromises integrity and honesty, allows an addictive pattern to have authority over your inner spirit. You have Artist, engaging in artistic activities is beneficial to your career and every other area in your life. Very soon, clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. You also have Luna, so you have the moon here. Oh, we were talking about the moon symbolism earlier. You also have Mice and Key. Okay, so With the Bat and the Addict card, I feel like that goes together, helps you recognize and confront addictive behavior. You're really good at letting go of things that don't really serve you anymore, and I think that you're really encouraging with other people if they're dealing with something similar to you, you know, needing to let things go. I think that you have artistic qualities to you, artistic creative endeavors that you take up on, and I think that, you know, it really comes out in your paintings or your photography or whatever art that you are pursuing, even performance art. Okay, you have very clearly decide what you want, so I think that you're a very decisive person because you do have the Three of Wands here. You have a lot of options, but that doesn't make you like picky or like what do you call this, indecisive, you know what I mean? Like, you just understand and know what you want. You know where you're going, and I think being the Queen of Pentacles, being very grounded like that, it helps you, you know, become a better decision maker, especially with the Knight of Swords too. I think that's kind of what it's talking about here. And with the Luna here, the moon, you're very connected to your emotions, and I think that maybe you either lead with intuition here. You know, like I was saying, the Bat is really good at navigating at night, so there's something about nighttime as well. Maybe there's a very mystical or kind of energy to you, something that is shadowy or, you know, behind the scenes, or you keep things hidden. Maybe you could be very anxious as well. Maybe you have a lot of emotions here with the Luna and the Moon symbolism. And the Wheel of Fortune here, that just means, you know, your life is going up and down and everywhere. You're not really gonna know which way it's gonna go, considering it's, you know, a karma card, or, you know, the universe is kind of, you're being universally led to certain places or things. So for some of you, you guys can be very anxious people or nervous, and that's how you come off as. And I think maybe it could be overthinking too, because you know, when things don't go right, you do get worried, but you always come out of it with the key. Like, I always get that you become successful and you try to look for the next thing, because with the key here, this means that you have answers, or you're resourceful, you work with what you have, and you're still able to get your achievements here. You're worried, maybe you get worried about getting your achievements, but you always end up landing on your feet. I feel like you do a lot of deep inner work too, and I think that's why it's kind of like the energy, it's kind of like I don't want to say breeze, maybe, like it's like kind of like a breeze for you. Like, you know, with other people, they just overthink and overthink and overthink, but with you, like, you overthink a little bit, you're like, okay, how do I do this? Like, you try to calm yourself down because you understand that just worrying is just going to make things worse. So you kind of, you know, are able to make decisive decisions even when you're in high emotional states. So that's really great. You know, you're able to like calm yourself down. So let's go in with your song, I Believe by the Jonas Brothers. So this is a really beautiful song. It's one of my favorite songs from their new album. Yes, if you didn't know, I'm a Jonas Brothers fan. I've been a fan since I was 14, and I've been to 5 Jonas Brothers concerts throughout my whole lifetime. I just saw them recently. So with I Believe, this just means that maybe you are a believer, you try to believe that, you know, your manifestations can happen, but the song is usually about, I think the song is about their wives, and they've kind of talked about how they've helped them through love, through unconditional love. Their wives have helped them look for themselves, and they kind of started to believe in things again because of the love that they are receiving from their wifeys. So I don't know if this person thinks that you're wifey material. I don't know if this is a romantic thing, but they just do see you as someone who's very inspiring, someone who's influential, and someone who is able to make other people believe. Because I think even though you have rough times, you always come out of it, and it's just like, wow, like, she's fine, like. And but you know, you of course worked for it and all of that. It's not like that. Like, you work for it and all that stuff. But to others, it's just like, wow, this person landed on their feet. Maybe I'll be fine too. Okay. So it says, hand, if need of help, assistance, or guidance. Yeah, you're always there for people. I think you've been through so much to the point that you're really good at navigating with your emotions. That you know, you help and advise other people too. You help other people believe in themselves or believe in their dreams. You know, I think that you're able to help people walk away from things that no longer serve them as well. So I don't know if you're some kind of advisor, or maybe your art has helped people move on. Maybe it's music, you know what I mean? Get back to basics. So I think that you could be very traditional as well. I mean, the Queen of Pentacles is a very traditional woman to me. Earth energy usually exudes that. So you could have traditional qualities to you, like your morals and all that stuff. This could also just be reconnecting to yourself, reconnecting with who you are and where you're at, like a reflective kind of thing. Clouds, temporary problems. So you have mice and clouds. Those has to do with like stress, symbolism. Clouds are symbolism for stress and like gloominess and all that. So I'm getting that you have temporary problems because you always try to find a solution. Even though you're letting things go, even if like things don't work out, you are always trying to stay positive. And you're like, well, this is temporary. I can always find a new beginning, a new something, and I'll be fine. Hard work ahead, and that's exactly what I was saying. I was saying that you work really hard, and it just doesn't come easy to you. You just are, I guess, better at you know, not thinking with your emotions. Like, you have a very logical way of thinking of things, and you don't have like this muddled thinking. That's what it is. So yeah, you're able to just work hard, and then you get what it is that you have been working on. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull out some charms now. All right. So you could also have Cancer placements here. You have the crab, so you could be very nurturing. You have Scorpio here, so you're very passionate as well. You could also be protective of yourself and the people that you love, your family members. You're also very charming with the Libra charm. And you also have intelligent with the Gemini charm. You have graduation day, so you're possibly very educated. This person maybe admires the fact that you're very into school. I think this person perceives you as a very cuddly person. They see you as royalty. They see you as higher up or above them, maybe because of your education or your knowledge. Again, with the key here, you have the key symbolism. It's crazy because it kind of looks fairly similar. So yeah, a lot of new open doors, new opportunities. I feel like you're very supportive with the cheerleader charm. You grab onto the things that you want, and there's a sense of stubbornness with that. But octopus are very like flexible and intelligent as well. So that's just reiterating the intelligence and the smart. You could be patriotic, or maybe you're into like political science, or into social issues. And I think that you have a very pure intentions, or the way that you speak I think this is a dove here. And you also have the Six of Cups. So I think this person, you've known them for a while, or you know, you give this person flashbacks, or there's just childlikeness to you that this person really possibly enjoys, or you've just had a lot of history with them. But yeah, being childlike might be for a lot of you guys because you also just have the teddy bear, and I feel like that goes together. So yeah, that is your reading. Option number 4 is hopefully you liked it. Comment down below if you would like to talk about who this is, your connection with this person. If you give this video a thumbs up or subscribe to my channel, I thank you so much. Thank you to everyone for choosing me to be their reader. This is all I have. I'm moving on to the next pile. Hi, option number 5. So if you chose the amethyst or this number, then this is how this person perceives you. You have the black egg here, so you could be just a very honest person. You could be very transparent, and maybe you speak up when you need to. Your words are very powerful is what I'm getting. The black egg is associated with the throat chakra. So the throat chakra is blocked by either lies you tell to yourself or towards other people. And I'm getting that you are just you have a lot of clarity to you. You're very honest, and you set things straight. So that's kind of how your main energy is being perceived by this person. You have a lot of purples here. You even have the amethyst. So the amethyst is associated with the third eye chakra, your crown, you know, kind of getting special information from the divine. So maybe they do realize that a lot of things that you say are from the divine, or something that is there's something that is tied to universal meanings, or, you know, spiritual, or maybe even religious, godly even. But yeah, they just see that you as very intuitive too. So let's find out with tarot a little bit more about how you are perceived. You have the Two of Swords here. You have the King of Cups. You have the Page of Pentacles. We have the last one here. All right, we have the Wheel of Fortune. At the bottom of this deck, you have the Ten of Cups. So lots of endings here with the 2 10s here. So 1010 could be a significant numerology thing for you, or it means something to you. But what I'm seeing here is that you're very emotionally intelligent. I think that you're very patient in the things that you want. You could be in school, you could be very educated, you're a hobbyist, a student, someone who is ready to take on new endeavors or projects. Maybe you are very much good at preparing and organizing in these things. You're really good at closing out cycles, or things just turn out in your favor. Maybe it's because of how honest you are. Maybe you have good karma. I'm getting that you could be family oriented. You're really good with friendships. You're really good with connections. You're very, I think you also bring people together. And I think it's because you offer a sense of stability with the Page of Pentacles here. I do feel like you are, give me 1 second. Okay. I think that is Jupiter, yes. Okay, I wanted to make sure. So the Wheel of Fortune is associated with Jupiter, so that's the planet of like luck and fortune, wisdom, even maybe philosophies, I think is the better word for it. So the Wheel of Fortune is all about fixed signs as well, fixed modalities. So you could have those elements in you, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, or Aquarius. I'm also getting that you're emotionally understanding, and I think that you don't let your emotions control you, because the kings are usually the type to kind of instigate, rather the queen is more of a receiver. So with the King of Cups here, I do get that you're very emotionally stable. And I think that you're able to bring people together in that sense. You know, you bring a sense of stability towards people, and I think it's because you give words of comfort, or you help people out in times of need. Like if someone is confused, or you know, they need advice, you are that type of person to help give them advice. You are someone that people might rely on as emotional crutch. Not necessarily like taking advantage of you or anything, but I'm definitely getting this energy of like just you being there for people, being a listening ear, being empathetic. And I think like the words that you say is very close to like it's very, you know, very close to spirit, so they're very comforting words. um You also have Messiah here, serving humanity with humility. In the shadow, exaggerated belief that you are the only means through which a cause can succeed. I'm definitely getting more of the positive light attribute here. You have trust your feelings and dreams to guide you. I'm using the career cards, but I'm not necessarily reading it as career, so okay. Okay. You have past life relationship. You have known each other before. You have Aquarius. You have gentleman in the clouds. So you could be someone that identifies as a gentleman. Or you just could have very strong masculine energies to you, meaning, you know, what I was talking about with the kings and the queens here, you're more of the type to instigate or give or provide. That's kind of the energy that you're giving off here. I definitely think a lot of people look up to you. You are this messiah, you know. You speak words of truth, of wisdom. A lot of people trust you. So that's a really great thing. I'm telling you, it's your energy, like the way that you talk to people, the way that you have a comforting kind of energy. It makes people believe that they've known you for a really long time, or they've known you in a past life, or, you know, you're like their soulmate, you know. So this person believes that if this is like your best friend, if this is somebody that you've known for a long time, they believe that you have met for many, many lifetimes, and they feel they have like this level of comfort with you. They find you very comforting and familiar. You're very unique. You're very outer worldly with the Aquarius here, and I think that you have this authenticity to you. You do speak the truth. You don't try to be swayed by other people. You don't try to sway other people. You are just yourself, and if people want to follow, people would want to follow. Aquarius are usually trendsetters, so maybe you are that type of person to set trends, and they see you as that type of person. I'm not sure why the clouds is here. There's a lot of anxiousness and depression with the clouds, so maybe you try to find your way out of that. But I mean, like, the clouds are kind of going away from, I mean, the clouds are going away from the gentleman, right? As you see that. I think that in times of like, in difficult times for you, you always try to find a way out, or try to find a solution. You even try to take a more practical approach to things. I was talking about fixed modalities, and you do have Aquarius here, and I did mention Aquarius earlier. So I thought that was really interesting. Strong fixed energy. Fixed energies are just known to be very set in their ways. They're usually predictable kinds of energies, but in your case, the energy is more like there's originality to you, you know, and it's authentic. It's not, you're being real with people, maybe sometimes a little too real. But yeah, I think that you're kind of just this joy to be around, to be quite honest with you. I think maybe a lot of people sometimes put you on a pedestal as well. So you have for your song, you have Kylie Minogue's Love at First Sight, one of my favorite songs. I'm a Kylie Minogue bitch. I love her. I'm so sorry. Hold on. Okay, I didn't get cards. All right, I'm so sorry. But Kylie Minogue, Love at First Sight. So I think that you possibly can take this person's breath away. I don't know if this person's in love with you, but if they are, then here you go. That's kind of what's going on here. If not, then I think that you're just this unique person that maybe this person understands. Maybe this isn't romantic if, like, you know this person won't be attracted to you. I think that your energy is just so unique that this person understands that a lot of people go after you, or a lot of people fall in love with you. You're easy to fall in love with because of your authenticity, I think, how real you are. You're kind of like this breath of fresh air kind of thing. And, you know, I think that you kind of give people a double take, or maybe you have beautiful looks. You're really beautiful as well. But this song, the lyrics talks about when I first heard you. Yeah, I don't know if this person's in love with you, because the song is about, like, hearing someone for the first time, hearing their voice for the first time, and then, like, falling in love. So you do have April here. You could have Aries energy or Taurus energy. So you could have, like, a lot of empowerment to you. Maybe you're very big on your bag. You know, you're hardworking. You could identify as a dark man, so there's a lot of masculine energy here. You also have, you'll be taken care of in different times. Yes, I was talking about being a provider for other people. Someone you know is undependable and sincere. Yeah, when other people are undependable and insincere, you're the ones who's always going to be there for them. You're the one kind of person that someone could rely on. So I'm going to go ahead and pull out some charms now. All right, so you have Taurus energy here. I was saying Taurus, very trustworthy. Wow, you have Aries. I wasn't even looking at it. I swear on my friggin' life. You have courageous here. You have Scorpio, passionate, okay? So you have all those qualities. You have a cat here, so you could be very mysterious, or you have a sense of mysticism to you. You have a Pegasus here. I don't know if you're into, like, Greek mythology or, like, astrology. You have a candy cane here, so maybe your personality is usually very sweet. You have a mermaid here with their back turned to you, so maybe you're quite shy. You could be very independent on your own all the time. You could have a lot of opportunities come to you with this key here. Lots of new opportunities, again, with this stork. I don't know if you're a mother or you have children, or just new and fresh beginnings are coming through, but that's what's coming in. I get that you're very prideful. in like the best way possible. And I think that, again, with this elk, you are this provider for your family, for your friends. I think that you're very imaginative and friendly as well with the Snoopy. I think, you know, Snoopy's fairly popular with all the friends that he has, in my opinion. So that's kind of reiterating that whole, you know, you probably have somewhat of like popularity, or a lot of people listen to you, or pay attention to you. You also have the Ace of Pentacles here. So again, a lot of new opportunities coming in. I think a lot of people find you fairly abundant. And I think it's because you're able to speak up for yourself. You know, you're courageous. You have the Aries and Taurus energy like I was talking about. And, you know, if it's something that I know, I think they're really good at turning their power, their anger into power, or they're really good at finding their motivation to like keep going and to keep going after what they want. So yeah, that is how you are perceived by this person. Option number 5. Hopefully this made sense and it resonated with you. If you comment down below and talk about, you know, who this is, what's going on with you guys, I would love to hear from you. If you give this video a thumbs up or subscribe to my channel, I thank you so much. Thank you to everyone who chose me as their reader for today. I wish you well, and that's all I have, so I'm moving on to the next one. Meowdy option 6, if you chose the fire agate or this number, then this is how your person perceives you. They perceive you as your main energy as a phoenix. You know, you rise from the ashes. They are very mythical creatures, and they come in a variety of myths. And they always come out of, you know, it's symbolic for coming out of really dark times and empowering yourself and finding your fire, your inner fire, in order to keep going, in order to revive yourself, or the sense of rebirth. Maybe this person has seen you in difficult times and has seen you transformed in the most powerful person you could have been. This is associated with the root chakra, and the root chakra is blocked by fear and trauma. So it's possible that this person finds you very fearless, and it's very fitting because you have the fire agate, and the fire agate is associated with the sacral chakra, and it is also about encouraging yourself, or, you know, self-empowerment. It's also about, you know, sexual energies and your and your creativity. Maybe you have a lot of energy with you guys, and that's how you're kind of perceived as well. So lots of reds, lots of oranges and yellows. You're very grounded, and you're more connected to your masculine energies, being the lower chakras, being more connected to the physical. So you're really good at possibly manifesting in the physical realm. So let's go in with these tarot cards now to find out a little bit more how it's... You have the King of Cups reversed. You have the Wheel of Fortune. You have the Three of Cups. The Nine of Cups. And the bottom of the deck, you have the High Priestess reversed. You have a lot of water energy here, a lot of water symbolism. So you could have a lot of water energy in you, maybe Scorpio, because the Wheel of Fortune has Scorpio energy in it. The Wheel of Fortune is associated with fixed modalities, meaning modalities that are very, you know, kind of stuck in their ways, or they have a way of doing things, or it's difficult for them to change, unlike mutable signs where, you know, they're very versatile, and, you know, not every Gemini you meet is the same, you know what I mean? they're very different. You know, you see introverted and extroverted Geminis, but in this case, like, you know, they're set in their ways. So you could have very strong Scorpio energy here. You even have the King of Cups. But the King of Cups reversed. And it's interesting because the High Priestess is reversed. Both of these have a commonality in like self-doubt and like self-sabotage in a way. So the King of Cups reversed is kind of like I said, self-sabotage, drinking, escapism, not being able to face your emotions properly. The High Priestess is about self-doubt. It's about doubting your intuition, doubting what you know, but it's also about revealing secrets. So I don't know if like you're an all-knowing kind of person and, you know, you basically like you said what you said kind of thing, maybe. I think a lot of luck and fortune come towards you, and I think that you're very prosperous and community-wise, family-wise, but maybe more friend-wise. Maybe you're fun to go out with the Three of Cups being here, and the Nine of Cups here. You are very either emotionally intelligent. I am also just getting that with all of the water cards here, or the water symbolism, and even the moon symbolism. But the Nine of Cups is, I'm getting that you're just emotionally independent, you're content where you are, you know, you watched out for yourself and your happiness. That's kind of where you're at. You are single and happy. You don't have to be single, but like the Nine of Cups usually talks about someone being single and being happy on their own. I don't know if it's like you being protective of like what makes you happy, or what your friends, your prosperity, your abundance, like you're very protective of that, maybe. Um, because these two cards are like looking this way, and they're the only ones that are in reversed. So I'm going to pull out more of the oracle cards to see. You have Rebel. Challenges authority to affect social change, rejects spiritual systems that do not serve inner needs. And the Shadow attribute rejects legitimate authority out of anger, rebels out of peer pressure or fashion. You also have School. The answer that you're seeking involves going to school. Stay optimistic about your life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. I'm not using this as love readings. I'm just using it for general. So you have Uranus here. I think this is more Aquarius energy. They rule Aquarius. And then you have Tower, and then you have the Ring. So what I'm getting here is that you're very unique already. You have a different way of thinking than other people with the Uranus here associated with Aquarius. Aquarians are known to be authentic. They're known to be real. This is very similar to option number 5. You also have Rebel too. So I personally have a midhaven in Aquarius. So my 10th house is Aquarius, and they're known to be like the rebel. They're known to go against the grain. They're known to be part of political systems. So maybe it's that you're the kind of person to talk about them, to expose them. Maybe you're going to school for this, maybe in law, maybe in sociology. That's kind of like the energy that you're bringing off here. Maybe you're here to bring more harmony in the world. I think this person feels like you have a bigger duty being here with the Phoenix, and you know, like the empowerment that you have. I think you're going to instill it in the things that you want to do, and you're very optimistic too, and how you approach your life and your career, your school, and I think that, you know, the universe is very much on your side. If you're experiencing this, you know, you're very connected to up there, and I think that you know, you're being led by spirit somehow. You're very confident on your own. You know, Aquarians are very confident in their individuality, and I'm getting that here. You're very opinionated as well. You're not afraid to rock the boat or say what you say, you know? With the ring here, you're very committed to the things that you really care about. That's a very fixed modality energy with the Wheel of Fortune being here. So I'm getting that, you know, you stick to what you say. I'm also getting that you're a giver in friendships and or connections overall or to them. But yeah, I think that you are this person of positivity, and I think that you spread that positivity to your friends, to your family. Um, you give words of encouragement, maybe even your intuitiveness. You give them a little bit of like something that you know. Maybe you educate people too on social issues or things that matter in the world. The Rebel is a very like hippie like activist card. So that's kind of like the energies that I'm getting here. Um, you could also just be a teacher, and I'm getting that if you are a teacher or something like that, this person just really really admires that about you. Like they think it's wonderful that you're teaching people these things. I think this person sees you as like as a person that can change the world is what it is. Like you are here on a grander scale, and they could see that you will move mountains. You will make some sort of an impact here. So let's see what the song is here in your other cards. Kiss on My List, Hall and Oates. So this person could like you or love you or, you know, want to kiss you. Maybe this person has a crush on you. If this is just like a friend thing, then I'm getting that because you kiss. So this song is about what, like kissing somebody because it's one of the best things in life. So I think that you're one of the best things in this person's life. It doesn't have to be in a romantic sense, but it could be. Apply it to however you would want to apply it, okay? But I'm getting that, you know, you are just unique. And the way that you do things is very unique. A journey, either physical or mental. So you're always on the go, you're always learning something new, and you do realize that, you know, everything is a learning experience. New creative ideas or new ventures, a fresh start. Yeah, I'm definitely getting that you're onto new creative ideas here. Maybe that's why the Phoenix is here. You're rising to a new beginning here, a fresh start. You're starting over, a rebirth. You could identify as a fair man, or the person that you're asking about is a fair man. If not, if there's no men involved here, this is just about your fair features, maybe your hair or your skin. They just really like that. If not, then let it fly. It doesn't apply to you. Someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something that you want. So maybe interesting. So maybe this is a person you're asking about that got in between you and somebody, or they believe that you got in between them. Because it seems like these two people are like looking at each other. There's a third party situation. I don't know what's going on here. I don't know if there are other people involved, but maybe there are misunderstandings, or, you know, there is jealousy here. You have the Tower card. Maybe this person believes that, you know, you were trying to get in between because you are very assertive, but I don't think you do. I don't think you try to step on anyone's toes. I think that could just be, that's very specific, and that could be just hater energy, you know? But I'm getting for the most part that you don't try to step on anyone's toes because you are this Phoenix, you know? The Phoenix doesn't need to rely on anyone for that power. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and pull out some charms now. Okay. All right, so maybe you like to travel, you like to learn about other things. You know, you're very educated, or you're just very aware about your surroundings, your environment. You have a skeleton with so maybe you're really good with music, or you have really great music taste. Maybe you went through a lot of endings in your life. There's a lot of skeleton energies. Yeah, you have the Phoenix here. So this person has seen you, you know, depressed, sad, down in the dumps, and lowest of the low, and you kind of brought yourself back up again. You have a lot of hope. You have a lot of, what is this, magnetism, I guess? You have a lot of pride. You kind of believe in yourself. You don't necessarily have to like soccer, but it says I heart soccer. But I feel like when someone says I heart something, you're just very proud in those things that you love. You have horse here, so you could have a lot of like freedom. Yeah, like you are free now, or they see you free from like the shackles of like these endings or these deaths that you've been through. You could also just be very independent and very very in touch with like mysticism. I'm also getting that you're very optimistic with the Sagittarius charm. You're charming with the Libra charm, and you're passionate with the Scorpio charm. You could have those placements in your chart as well. And you also have Gemini here too. With the Lovers card here, I'm getting that you are a very good companion. You're a really good lover, or you're a really good friend. Yeah, you're just a really good companion. And I think that you have like unconditional love for the people around you. So yeah, that is what I'm getting for you guys. Option number 6. Thank you so much for tuning in. Comment down below if you'd like. If you subscribe to my channel or like this video, thank you so much for the support. Thank you to everyone who tuned in today and chose me to be their reader. This is all I have, so I'll be seeing you guys on the next video. Goodbye!